Shout out Chigs. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh nah, this is not real, you guys. This gotta be the Twilight Zone right now. Now, 2 weeks ago during this Diddy trial, the names and faces of the prostitutes that Diddy was hiring for his freak-offs with Cassie were released. And funny enough, people actually recognize some of those prostitutes as being regular people, especially if you're from New York. One prostitute in particular, called the Punisher, yeah, that was his nickname, the Punisher. Apparently he was punishing Cassie's vagina. I don't know. He's actually pretty well known. Imani from the Joe Budden podcast actually told a story about how he used to play basketball with him.
Multiple instances he spoke about, or you think that was just one day?
No, I think that was a one session price, and they just did a bunch of sessions.
Is that the ugly white guy, the bulky one?
I'm not No, this is a black dude from New York. And he used to play actually street ball on West 4th and all that. Like he
said that quick.
Life
nice guy.
Life will take you.
You know a lot about him.
You seen him, right?
Yeah, you know.
I wanted to Puffy recognize him from playing street ball. Yo, that's that. Yo, is that guy? You can't really see him in the dirt.
You
know a lot about research.
You did your research. You know where he hooped at?
First off,
the ugly one? No.
First off, the reason why I know about him, the reason why I know about him is because one of the popular clubs in New York, he throws a night there. Like he would throw nights
for
other people in the business, right?
It's punishing shit.
Hey, yo, y'all can do your research or you cannot do your research.
We wouldn't do that.
We don't do it.
People have become so fascinated by the Punisher specifically that Camron said,
Which
you
one?
know
Is
what?
the bald-headed
I want to interview you.
Right?
That's correct. The guy that loves to play the pause game every single show, every single time he's on air. He interviewed the Punisher about his experience with having sex with Diddy and Cassie.
I also seen that you say when you and her were doing what you guys were doing, he would be pacing back and forth with a bottle of Astroglide.
Yeah, man. Every time, it was obviously something he was into in terms of visually watching this. So
what was being done with the Astroglide though?
I guess he's
How you gonna pause this conversation? It'll be 1,000 pauses.
using it as lubricant to beat off. You know what I'm saying? That was, he's pleasuring himself during the action. So I'm obviously he's using that for lube.
Do you consider Puff a
Obviously.
cuckold?
Yeah, I mean the whole time that's what I thought it was.
Right.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It's because you keep using the word voyeur. This is cuckold activity.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, we're gonna step it up to cuckold.
Yeah. So I'm
Voyager, someone who travels around for sex. Maybe he's a couple, have sex with other couples, but he wasn't joining. That's what he's saying.
saying voyeur because that's what she said to me.
Right.
Like when I came in.
You know why? Because they down. You know why? Because voyeur don't seem as bad as cuckold. So they downplay it with the yo. I'm just a voyeur. Nah, you was an official cuckold, nigga. Because voyeur can mean you watching anybody, not your girl. Cuckold is when your girl is in play. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he sound cuckoldish, man. Did you go raw ever?
Yo, bro, yeah, for real, bro. That same day when he threw the stack of hundreds,
right?
Like we were on the bed and I started out, I'm eating a box, right? And
Did he throw the money on him? Stack of hundreds?
And after, you would tell it was like some excitement, some connection. So when I pop up, she's scooting towards me for the penetration, and she kind of looked at him, and he was like, "Yo, go ahead, have a good time." And I was wild reckless. I just
right.
It was what it was.
So it's only one time you went raw. You repeatedly went.
That was, let's say that was the
damn Cam getting in depth.
Fourth time.
Yeah, journalist now.
Every time to the last time.
When he gave y'all the permission to go raw the first time, right? Because you said it continued after that. Once you started going raw repetitively, did he give you instructions where you had to nut at or you came in her?
Yeah, so I didn't get the instructions from him, but it was instructions from her, like specifically. Every time I nutted, I had to nut in or around the outside of her box. Like, so on her clit, on the lips, everything, and to that degree on the outside of her vagina. And that was clockwork. It had to be done like that every single time. And actually, it was kind of mandatory. Like, like the session could not be over unless I nutted, and I had to nut on the outside of her vagina.
Crazy.
Like,
you couldn't leave until that happened?
Yeah, that
Cam, he just said it twice, my dude.
That was like mandatory, though. It was like
So
that gotta happen for the session to be over.
And those instructions that she gave you, they came from him or they was from both of them or just her?
I mean, like I said, I only ever spoke to her.
Mm-hmm.
So the instructions came from her.
How was that pussy though?
I mean, bro, even if it was fire.
Bro, was the pussy good for your family? Let's stop the political shit. We was Harlem time, my nigga. You 39th Street on 40th. Was the pussy, how was that pussy, my nigga?
This guy might want to sue Puffy in civil court for something. I don't know, for like blowing up his life or something. Who ever know? He got to pretend like it's bad and he ain't like it.
Bro, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I couldn't get there, bro.
Okay.
Like, I got a dude pacing back and forth, beating his joint.
The dude lying now because you just heard him tell him every session he had, and they had multiple, it was a requirement where he came at. Now I couldn't get there. You can't have it both ways.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My peripherals, my spider senses is wilding. You know what I'm saying? And especially when I found out it was Puff. When I found out it was Puff, it got all the way worse because if you grew up in Harlem, if you grew up in that era, I can't validate it, but everybody knows there's rumors, right? There's rumors that he could be, interested in dudes. So the whole time I'm semi-paranoid.
Now, let's all be honest here. I know we all love Cam. I love Cam. But this interview was not on my bingo card. I did not think Cam would be interested in hearing about Diddy's escapades and all his wild fetishes. Now, don't get me wrong. It was a great and funny-ass interview, but certain questions was just a little bit out of pocket. After asking the Punisher about Diddy and Cassie, Cam asked him a very wild question about 50's baby moms, Daphne, who also dated Diddy.
But I got one more question before they ask you a couple questions. We hear about 50's baby mom, Daphne, being involved in some of these things. Did you ever fuck Daphne, 50 Cent's baby mother?
Nah, every time I was called or involved in any way, it was only Cassie specifically.
Yeah, he brought it out of the blue. 50 Cent baby mother, 50 Cent. You know 50 Cent, right? The rapper? Yeah, the mother of his child. 50, 2 quarters.
All right, cool, man.
Now, Cam and 50 are actually cool, so this has to be a play that was orchestrated by 50. Yo, Cam, do me a favor and ask the Punisher if he ever punished Daphne, my baby mom's, just to make sure she wasn't getting peed on the same time I was with her. If you guys remember last year when the news broke that Daphne was actually listed as one of Diddy's sex workers, 50 Cent had a blast calling her sex worker every single chance he got. So if I'm 50, I don't blame him at all for asking this question. 50 went on to post a clip on his Instagram page and said, well, here come the bullshit. Don't kiss my boy pee-pee mouth. Hey man, listen, this is all nasty, you guys. Personally, I didn't think we needed to hear some of these nasty details. But if anyone out there is Eskimo brothers with Diddy, you might want to hit up Punisher just to verify as well. You guys get in the comments below. Was Cam out of...
That's crazy. Shout out to Chig Smooth for the report, but that's crazy. I don't know. Why would 50 ask him to do that? Can y'all let me know in the comments? Why would 50 ask Cam to do that? Or just to be funny or get her reputation out there? Or I don't know. And I'm trying to think of a reason. I don't know. But they were getting it on. He should have married that woman. He was going to do all that with her and just continue. His life would have been better. Cheaper to keep her in that situation, definitely as a billionaire. When you're doing all that with her, now she gonna feel useless when you when you let her go. Let me know what y'all think, Cave Dwellers. Put it in the comments. Y'all think 50 Cent was a part of this, or he gonna come for Cam?